Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacino. So, we finally moved. Talked the other day about how it was going to get ready for a big move one way or other, and the double was still in play, and it went through all the double targets, pausing just below it. Actually, if you look at this 1 hour real quick, dropping below the target, then rallying back up, then pausing, then just moving sideways, 1 hour rotation zone, catching up, and then plummeting right down lower. So, assuming we can get a pause in there now, what I'm going to do is update our GAN levels. So we look for the next key thing if we continue lower. So I hope everybody was prepared. We didn't know which way it was going to break out. We had that double in place, so it slightly faded to the downside, but this was a very huge aggressive move. So if this low holds and we get any kind of pause here and we don't make a new low, remember, if we make a new low on this bar and these levels are not valid, they'll have to be updated. But right now, I'm going to still be watching the 62.5 retracement from the whole up move. That's a very key line in the sand. And look, we've stopped right there at the prior little support area there and the resistance area, turning support, now briefly becoming support. I'm going to be watching the 36.50 area. If we fall through there, 36.20, then 35.54 are the next key levels to the downside. No bottoming pattern yet. We did drop rapidly to oversold, but no divergent setups or anything yet. On a rally, 3,800 to first level of resistance. I'll say 3,800 to about 3,820 right in here. We got the flat 200, and that's this prior little support zone. Then above there, we got this support zone coming in with the 8 EMA, so it's just 3,878. Then you can always watch the other GAN levels. I just watched the upper and the rotation zone, although that's going to keep dropping pretty rapidly based off this move. So I'd pay attention to where that comes in on your charts. Let's check the daily chart. So we're clearly back below the rotation zone. It didn't have much weight. It was starting to separate. We did come to test the 8, but then we just, as you see, plummeted right through it. So let's just take a look at this bigger picture. We're holding this key support here, key support over here. So we can easily still even drop to this 36.20 and right in here. But if we do get a close below this 62.5% retracement, it's not bullish at all. The probabilities then favored continuing lower prices, and we're not oversold yet on the daily basis. Let's just check out the weekly chart also. So again, you've talked about this, 8 pushing the price, so 8 finally caught up, and then the weekly bar dropped. So just pay attention to this, why it's helpful to check in on all the time frames just to know what's going on. Ethereum also, we're watching this cluster area 136, 135, pausing there temporarily and then heading lower. Now I have the next key levels down, stopping just above the 50% retracement of this whole entire up move. So if it comes on retest, 125 is that key level, and then if this low does hold, the next levels below there, 120.66 and 115.51 to 114.61, little cluster in there. On any rally, watch this 135.57 to 136.26 area, especially with the declining 8, which is coming in right now at 138.71, but that will continue to drop. So I'd watch where all that converges on any rally. If we rally back through there, next area I'd be focused on is right about this 145 to 146 area. Checking in on the daily chart, plummeting right below the rotation zone, not even pausing there, coming all the way down. This is not terribly bullish, but it did not retrace as much as Bitcoin. The key level we'll be watching for on a closing basis, if it gets a close below this 114.61, that'll be putting us back in fairly bearish mode on Ethereum right now. Not that we're in bearish mode because the rotation zone is against us on the 4 hour. We're in neutral, I should say, neutral mode, but we're below the rotation zone on the daily. So unless this can pop back up above the rotation zone on the daily, we're staying in neutral to slightly bearish. That's the way we'll look at it right now. We are in oversold territory, but there's no bottoming pattern yet. So what do you have for you on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.